Hi, I'm Dr. Bob Wade, and I'm here today to talk to you about, guess what, another set of loupes. And we have a real treat today. I received a box from ILLUCO, I-L-L-U-C-O, a loupe maker and the maker of an award-winning, design award-winning wireless loupe light that I'm very excited to see. We have waited for these to be custom made. However, the wait was only about 3 weeks, which is right up there with some of the quickest. I think the only ones as quick as that have been oroscopic. And so without further ado, let's do an unboxing. Here's our box that we will unbox. All right, so my handy box cutter. There we are. And thank goodness, plenty of bubble wrap. One more. The bill. Catalog. All right, so more bubble wrap, and here are our loupes. These come in a really attractive faux leather sort of a thing. Got my name right, Dr. R. Wade, ILLUCO, Beyond the Vision. And it notes here that these are loupes because the light comes in an identical carrier, and I believe that it says light on it as well. This carrier has a handle marked with ILLUCO, rubberized and nice to the touch. It's a nice presentation. It has nice zippers, look very strong. And here is the case presentation, cleaning solution, a cleaning cloth, extra nose pads, bridge pads, that sort of thing, and our loupes. Okay, so these loupes have covers. They're shipped with covers on the ends of the oculars, which we'll take off. These are obviously ergonomic loupes, and there is a cover for that, but what this is a magnet to which your light affixes. These loupes have a titanium frame. Again, name on the bow, very nice, nice touch. The frame has a nicely constructed and by appearance very strong wire frame for the nose pads, and the nose pads are a nice grippy silicone. Now these nose pads are individual for each side of the nose, but there is also in this what I referred to as extra nose pad, there is a nose pad that is a saddle type nose pad if a person prefers that more. The oculars appear to be made of metal, I believe titanium also, and ILLUCO makes all of their components in-house. Their oculars and their lights and that sort of thing, all made in-house. These carrier lenses were made with my ocular prescription, and so, and I missed something. So a woven strap. Now, you guys who have watched me before know that I prefer a silicone strap, and somewhere I brought along a silicone strap in black. Now, In case you don't remember, I like a silicone strap, not only because I feel like it holds to my head better, but it's also easily cleanable. And whereas a cloth will hold on to infectious material, the silicone is less likely to. So I'll put on the silicone strap and then we'll get out the light. Silicone strap installed. Let's unbox the light. There we go. And as you can see, this is an identical package, and so says wireless light under my name. Nice presentation. The zippers are very smooth, and you can tell a good quality zipper on these. And let's zoom everybody in here just a little bit. There we go. Okay, so here is the charger for the wireless light. Comes with a USB-A to USB-C charging cable. And so that cable would go in here. So we'll just put that over here for now. I purchased an extra battery. I believe this comes with 2. Here are the batteries. They attach to just this flat charger magnetically. And of course, like any other thing that's magnetic, they only go one way. There we go. But very, very easy to put on there. I really like that. And there's just something about a magnetic attachment that I like as well. Some extra screws here for other adapters, a cleaning cloth, and the light. It's interesting how the light, even though it's kind of the star of the show, and again, presentation, ILLUCO, even though the light's the star of the show, kind of the smallest piece, which I guess is what you want. So we'll take out this light. As I understand it, this light design received the Red Dot Award the year that it was designed. I'm not remembering right now what year that was. Okay, so here's that light. Has a curing filter this is a nice curing filter. It is screwed on. It is not loose. It operates. You could stop it wherever you wanted to. And then the light itself connects to a hinged piece right here. And then this is the magnet that connects to the frame of the loupes. Here is the opposite pole magnet. It connects just like that. Again, and it is a strong magnetic connection. You would not have to worry about this coming off. There. Okay. Then the battery will fit on top. There you go. The battery turns on with a beep on top. Over on the side, it has 1, 2, 3 brightness settings. Nice. And then off at the top. Very, very nice. Okay. So let's put these on and see what kind of peripheral vision we have. With the ILLUCO ERGO X loupes, these are, again, on a titanium frame, nice and light. The frame is very stable too. That's something that I may not have talked about as much as I should have. Because when the frame is not stable, you find yourself constantly shifting it from side to side in order to get your eyes to look accurately through the loupes. Okay, so we were going to talk about peripheral vision. I'm looking into the camera and you can see my pupils over the top of the oculars. And I could very easily look at a radiograph over the top of these oculars. That's an extremely nice thing as far as I'm concerned. by the way, these are 4 times magnification. I believe they have them higher than that, but 4 times magnification is the lowest they have, which is my go-to. I like a 3.5 to 4, somewhere in there. Okay, so to show you the light works, there we go. And so peripheral vision. The other thing you need peripheral vision for is to be able to see what's below you. So with these, unlike Hero or Admatec, where the oculars are directly in front of your pupils, these are just slightly below, and so all you need to do is just barely look down in order to see directly through the oculars, which is absolutely fine. They do take up a little more of the lower part of the carrier lenses. So let me look and see. All right, so if I'm looking for one of the things that I have found with some ergonomic loupes, one of the things that I've found is that it can be hard if you need to change burrs. So with these, I can see a burr block. I could change I have enough peripheral vision below the oculars to change my burr. And I'll move this light so that it's illuminating my field. And there we go. Wow. Just wow. The clarity and the amount of light that these oculars let in is right up there with the brightest oculars I've used out of the many, many pair of loupes that I've shown you and tried. The brightest oculars are from Admatec and Oroscoptic. These are right up there, equal to those, which makes them very, very good. So that's amazing. And it's amazing because of the fact, I'm going to take these off, it's amazing because of the fact that these ILLUCO loupes are not $5,000. Oroscoptic, my Oroscoptic loupe and light combo, the Dragonfly, about $5,000. The Admatec loupe and light combo, about $5,700. Now, to be clear, that is the Admatec adjustable, the ERGO V, so that gives you 3 magnifications, a 3.8, 5.3, and 7. So I think the way that they would present that to you is, hey, you're spending only a little bit more than a regular pair of loupes, and you're getting the equivalent of 3 pair of loupes. Yeah, I get it. That makes sense. And they're good. They are just darn good. And so worth the money. Now, no one else, other than Oroscoptic, which we've yet to test, no one else makes an adjustable loupe. And so we're comparing the ILLUCO loupes to Q Optics, Hero, any other single magnification loupe that you might want to pick. Single magnification from Oroscoptic or from Designs for Vision or from any maker. And these, I have to say, really have many of the others beat in terms of the clarity and the amount of light that they let in. Okay, so we were talking about the expense of the Oroscoptic Dragonfly and the adjustable Admatec. Okay, true. With these, and the reason that I said wow for these is that you get the clarity and you get the high intake of light with these. And these list, I believe, for just under $3,000, and the light lists for about $1,300. That being said, students get, I believe, a 30% discount. And anyone watching my channel, I'll leave a link down below that if you're interested in these things, whatever you buy from ILLUCO, using the code that I'll have for you in the information below, you'll get 25% off. So taking 25% off of that just under $3,000 makes these loupes a steal. 25% off of that light at about $1,300, I believe, makes the light an absolute steal. So I have to say, ILLUCO is, right, if not the best, right up there with the best, no worse than anybody, and a heck of a lot cheaper. The optics are, all the components are made in Korea. They're easily accessible in the United States. They have a tremendous guarantee. There's a lifetime guarantee, I believe, on the optics. I can do a short on the guarantee alone, but changing out prescription carrier lenses, things like that, you get several times of doing that free with these. I really can't tell you how excited I am about these ILLUCO loupes. They were made custom for my prescription and for my interpupillary distance, etc. I can see through them as well as my eyeglasses that I look through every day. And I'm looking at the camera. I can see everything I need to see right here. Wow, these are better than I can tell you. I would really advise that you at least give ILLUCO a call. That's the other thing. In interacting with the people at ILLUCO, their customer service is excellent. They will get back to you quickly if they need to get back to you. You can usually reach them by phone and certainly text or email as well. And these are really quite excellent. I'm going on and on. So if you're in the market for an ILLUCO loupe, use the code down below to save 25%, unless you're a student, in which case just tell them you're a student and they'll probably make you prove it, and you'll save 30%. And so anyway, thank you for watching. Please leave any questions. I always like to answer questions for you if I can. Leave any questions or comments down below, and we'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye.